Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to support the channel. I don't think people understand just how powerful silence can be in warfare. History remembers the thunder of war, but some of its most effective strategies are nearly silent. The silent ambush doctrine was a forgotten art that prized stillness and patience over brute force. Born in forests and valleys, it demanded soldiers become part of the landscape, invisible and undetectable. Its power lay in psychological warfare. Victories measured by battles avoided, alarms never raised. Practitioners mastered perception, turning silence into a weapon and the enemy's senses into liabilities. Traditional commanders distrusted it. Its success was intangible, its stories written in silence, not glory. As a result, the doctrine faded, not from failure, but from being too effective and too quiet to celebrate. Today, we piece together its legacy, rediscovering a form of conflict where the greatest strength was the discipline to wait. It reminds us, true power doesn't always roar. In the silent ambush, stillness was the soldier's greatest weapon. Silence wasn't just a tactic, it was the core philosophy, rooted in the fact that humans instinctively react to unexpected sounds. Training focused on erasing every self-made noise, from footsteps to breathing and even modifying gear to prevent rattles. This obsession with silence created an aura of fear. Enemies felt watched, men vanished without a trace, and morale crumbled. The doctrine bypassed the enemy's awareness entirely. No need for firepower if you could get close enough to render it useless. A rifle is powerful at a distance, but useless if the enemy is already at your side, unseen. The silent ambush was about dismantling the enemy from within, using patience and silence as the attack itself. Control was achieved not by force, but by eroding the enemy's will to fight. In this doctrine, stillness was victory. Silence alone wasn't enough. Movement had to be invisible. Practitioners, known as whisperers or shadows, learned to move in ways that fooled the eye and mind. The ghost step, a slow, fluid walk, let them blend with swaying branches and shifting shadows, never forming a pattern. They exploited the limits of human perception, moving at the edge of vision and freezing for minutes if spotted. The observer's mind, seeing no movement, dismissed them as part of the landscape. No advanced camouflage, just discipline and a deep understanding of how the brain filters out the unchanging. Their movement was a convincing lie, allowing them to pass through defenses like ghosts. Invisibility was not about hiding, but about never being noticed at all. The silent ambush belonged to small, tightly knit teams, not armies. Groups of 4 to 8 trained together until they could communicate with a glance or a gesture. Their coordination was silent and seamless, moving in leapfrogging waves, each member trusting the others completely. During an ambush, they encircled targets over hours, each inching into place with painstaking care. The team's collective discipline turned them into a single, patient predator. This synergy made the doctrine repeatable and devastatingly effective. The framework taught how to structure teams, communicate without sound, and move as one. A handful of disciplined ghosts could control more ground than a battalion. The doctrine proved that unity and silence could outweigh numbers and noise. The silent ambush wasn't about destruction, it was about control. Born from situations where open conflict was counterproductive, its goal was to neutralize threats with minimal force and escalation. After hours of silent encirclement, the reveal was quiet. A hand on a weapon, exits blocked, compliance achieved through shock, not violence. The message: we could have struck but chose restraint. This act of control was more powerful than annihilation and preserved the team's anonymity for future operations. Traditionalists saw it as risky, but the surprise and hopelessness it created almost always prevented resistance. Success was measured in objectives achieved quietly, not in body counts. Capturing a high-value target without firing a shot was the ultimate victory. Practitioners needed both lethal skill and the discipline to withhold it. They were controllers, not killers, surgeons, not butchers. This distinction made the doctrine a tool of statecraft as much as warfare. It demanded a new kind of soldier, one who understood that true power lies in restraint. The doctrine's subtlety was its strength. In the silent ambush, control was the ultimate conquest. Though the doctrine faded, its lessons endure for anyone seeking awareness or stealth. Sound discipline is key. Manage your noise, choose quiet gear, and control your breathing. The ghost step teaches us to move deliberately, using pauses and natural cover to blend in. Patience and intention reveal more of the world and keep you hidden. Understanding perception, how others see and hear, lets you disappear in plain sight. Behavioral camouflage is more effective than any clothing. The doctrine's greatest lesson: awareness. Put away distractions, immerse in your environment, and notice what others miss. Survival isn't about strength, but perception. The silent ambush faded because it resisted standardization. Armies prefer methods that can be mass-produced and measured. This doctrine was an art, not a science. Its victories, non-events, were hard to quantify and justify to superiors. Practitioners were often outsiders, their skills not valued in traditional hierarchies. Without formal documentation, the art vanished as its masters retired. Institutions favor scalable, visible methods. The quiet, human-centric approach was left behind. The doctrine wasn't erased, just overshadowed by louder, more convenient narratives. The silent ambush doctrine is more than a military footnote. It's a testament to human ingenuity. It reminds us that the most effective solutions are often subtle, rooted in discipline and understanding. Rediscovering such histories enriches our perspective, offering lessons for leaders and thinkers everywhere. The doctrine teaches the power of psychological influence, non-verbal communication, and restraint. True mastery is knowing when not to act, a lesson more relevant than ever. Keeping these stories alive is everyone's responsibility. Sharing them preserves their wisdom. Let the tale of the silent ambush inspire us to seek out quiet victories and honor those who mastered the art of silence. Sometimes the most powerful voice is the one never raised.